Alright, so in this video we're going to go over 1.4b number 29, 1.4c number 35 and 36. So here's 1.4b number 29. So if my sprinkler sends out 5 gallons per minute and if water costs 65 cents per 1,000 gallons, how much does watering my lawn cost per hour? There's a lot of stuff there. So let's go through and break it up a little bit. If my sprinkler sends out 5 gallons per minute, so how much does my sprinkler send out? So let's call this sprinkler water usage. It's 5 gallons per minute. 5 gallons per minute. I'm using abbreviations here, gallons and GAL for gallons and MIN for minutes. All right. And if water costs 65 cents per 1,000 gallons, so we're going to say cost of water is 65 cents. So that's the cost per, for 1,000 gallons. So that's the cost per gallon. Cost per gallon is 0.65 over 1,000. All right. That's the cost of our water. And then the question is, that's the cost per water. The question is, how much does watering my lawn cost per hour? So we want to know watering my lawn cost per hour. That's our question. So cost for watering 1 hour. So X, because this is what we don't know. We want to know the cost per hour. So we have gallons per minute here. We have dollars per gallon and we have dollars per hour. We want dollars per hour. But as you see, we have hours here, but we don't have any hours up here. So we are going to change this one right here so it's gallons per hour instead of gallons per minute. That way we can figure this one out. Okay, so this is gallons per minute. To figure out how many gallons per hour, we're going to multiply this. How many minutes are in an hour? There's 60 minutes in an hour. So we're going to multiply this by 60 minutes per hour. 60 minutes per hour. Now if you look at this, we have gallons per minute and minutes per hour. The minutes here and here will divide to 1 and we'll be left with gallons per hour. Let's do this multiplying the numbers first. 5 times 60, that gives us 300. And our units are gallons per hour. Gallons per hour. Isn't it nice how the units work out? The units kind of show you that you're doing the right thing. I love that. All right. So now we have 300 gallons per hour and we have dollars per gallon and we want to get dollars per hour. So the question is, are we going to multiply or divide? So let's pretend like we don't know what we're going to do and let's try it out with the units. So let's do that right down here. Maybe we'll do it over on the side. We're going to do it over on the side over here. Okay, this is just kind of a side thing. We're testing out to see if we're going to multiply or divide. So we have gallons per hour and dollars per gallon. Let's try multiplying first. Gallons per hour times dollars per gallon. If we do that, we will end up, these two will divide to 1 and we'll end up with dollars per hour, which is exactly what we want. Yay! Let's try dividing and see what happens there. Gallons per hour divided by dollars per gallon, which gives you gallons per hour times gallons per dollar, and you end up with gallons squared over hours times dollars. Oh, that's horrible. Not what we want. Don't want to divide. Okay, we're going to multiply. So come down here, we're going to take 300 gallons per hour and we're going to multiply it by 0.65 over 1,000 $1 per gallon. All right, I'm going to leave all the math there up to you. Okay, I'm not going to go off to the side and do it. You guys know how to do dividing and multiplying and all that fun stuff. I'm going to leave all that math up to you. But if once you do all that math, you end up with $0.195 per hour, which we usually don't have. When we do dollars, we usually only want 2 numbers after the decimal point. So we're going to round this. So that is about 20 cents in dollars per hour. So it's 20 cents per hour. 20 cents per hour is your answer. Oh, can you see that? Okay. There we go. All right. That was our first problem. That was kind of fun. Let's do our next one. A dishwasher uses 1,400 watts of power. If the power company charges 9 cents per kilowatt hour, how much does it cost to run a dishwasher for 16 hours? So the power the dishwasher uses is 1,400 watts. They don't specify, but we can assume that this is watts per hour because they didn't specify and they're in hours here. If it was different, then they would have said something. So we're just going to assume that it's watts per hour. All right. So we're going to say per hour. And then the power, okay, hold on. So the power it uses is 1,400 watts per hour. And the power company charges, so power company charges, they charge 9 cents per kilowatt hour. So we're going to do 0.09, and that's the money per kilowatt hour. Okay. And how much does it cost to run the dishwasher for 16 hours? Cost to run for 16 hours. So we don't know, but we want to know the cost for 16 hours. Okay? So there's a few interesting things going on here. We're just going to look at one at a time. First of all, we have watts per hour, and this is in kilowatt hours. So we need to change this to kilowatt hours instead of just watt hours. Now, kilo means 1,000. So to change this, we need to divide by 1,000. When we divide by 1,000, it's pretty simple. We're just going to move our decimal point over 3. The number of zeros you have, that's how many we're going to move our decimal point over. And we end up with 1.4 kilowatt hours. All right. 1.4 kilowatt hours, and we have 9 cents per kilowatt hour, and we want to know for 16 hours. Now this is how much for 1 hour. Why don't we change this one to 16 hours, and then it should be really easy to get this one down here. So if this is for 1 hour, we're going to multiply that by 16. So we're going to say 1.4 kilowatt hours. We're going to multiply that by 16 hours. And then we're going to get 22.40, and that's kilowatts per 16 hours. Okay, so that's how many kilowatts are used in 16 hours. So now the question is, are we going to multiply or divide? We know this is how many kilowatts are used in 16 hours, and this is how much they charge. If you look at that, you can probably tell that we're probably going to multiply, but let's double check and make sure. So here in this box, this is where we're going to double check. So here is kilowatts per 16 hours, and this one is times dollars per kilowatt hour. So these kilowatts divide to 1, and we end up with dollars per 16 hours. This one's hours down here and this is hours down there, so those don't actually cancel out. You have dollars per 16, the cost for 16 hours. Okay, so we can tell from the units that we're going to be doing the right thing if we multiply. All right, so we're going to do 22.40 times 0.09, and I'll let you do the math on that, and we get 2.016, which we're going to round because we only want to have 2 numbers after the decimal point. So then we get $2.02 per kilowatt hour, per 16 hours, sorry, per 16 hours. All right, there you go. And our last one, (1.4c) number 36. I bought 8 yards of rope for $9.84. How much did it cost per foot? So what did I buy? I bought 8 yards. What was the cost? Was $9.84. And if we want to figure out the cost per yard, that's pretty easy. We're just going to do cost goes on the top. Sorry about that. We'll do $9.84 divided by 8 yards, and our cost per yard is going to be $1.23 per yard. But as you can see, they want to know how much it's going to cost per foot. All right, so this is how much it costs per yard. That is not the answer we want, even though that is a correct answer if we were looking for that, but that's not the answer we want. We want to know cost per foot. The easiest way to do this is to change the yards into feet. So 8 yards is equal to, 8 yards, we're going to multiply that by 3 feet per yard, 3 feet per yard, and we get 24 feet. The yards cancel out here. They divide to 1 and we get 24 feet. So there's 24 feet and this is how much we spent. So the cost per foot is equal to, here's the cost on top, $9.84 divided by 24 feet. And that gives us 41 cents per foot. All right, and that's your answer. If you have any questions, please let me know.